What if we told you that some of the catchiest songs of 1975 didn't come from the usual legends? Tucked between Springsteen's thunder and Queen's theatrics were one-hit wonders that took over the airwaves, then vanished. From disco grooves to soft rock lullabies, these were the tracks that lit up that one magical summer, then faded like smoke rings. Let's rewind the clock. These are 15 forgotten one-hit wonders from 1975 that deserve one more spin. Number 1. How Long, Ace. It's one of those tracks that still pops up on playlists and radio. Cool, smooth, and timeless. But behind How Long wasn't a broken heart. It was band drama. The song was actually about the group's bass player sneaking off to rehearse with another band. Yeah, betrayal, just not the romantic kind.
'Cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. And you said you was...
Recorded at Rockfield Studios, the same place Queen would soon record Bohemian Rhapsody, How Long reached number 3 in the US in early '75. After that, Ace quietly disappeared. Rumor has it Paul Carrack, the band's lead singer, was offered solo deals off the back of this hit, but he turned them down to Stay Loyal to the Boys. Cue Heartbreak, the professional kind. Coming up, a soft rock hit that hit number 1 by a band with a missing member.
Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again.
Number 2. Falling in Love. Hamilton, Joe Frank and Reynolds. Soft rock perfection with California breeze vibes. But here's the twist. By the time this track topped the Billboard charts, Reynolds wasn't even in the band anymore. The label kept the original name to avoid confusing radio stations.
I could never see what fate had planned for me. And then you came.
Slickly produced and loaded with harmonies, Falling in Love was the band's only number 1. Despite the hit, they couldn't recapture the magic.
Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again.
Fun fact, the song reportedly got a boost when a famous DJ in LA played it on repeat during a heat wave, turning it into a slow burn anthem of the summer. And yes, Reynolds found out from a newspaper article. Up next, a disco rock anthem tied to kung fu movies and falsetto flair. Number 3. Sky High, Jigsaw. This one felt huge. Dramatic strings, punchy falsetto, and a beat that made you feel like you were walking in slow motion through an action movie. Sky High was actually the theme to The Man from Hong Kong, but it ended up soaring way beyond the film.
I gave you all I have to give. Why did it have to?
The band had been around for years, but this was their only major hit. Speculation swirled that Clive Scott and Des Dyer had penned the song as a dig at their former manager. The "You blew it all sky high" line? Very personal. The song hit number 3 in the US and topped the charts in Japan. After that, they fizzled out, but the song still slaps. Next, a lullaby turned into a global sensation thanks to a 5-octave voice.
It's out of love and you. La, 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 la.
Number 4. Lovin' You, Minnie Riperton. It's soft, it's surreal, and those whistle notes, pure magic. But here's something you may not know. This global hit started as a lullaby Minnie Riperton sang to her daughter Maya. Yep, that Maya Rudolph. Co-written with her husband Richard Rudolph and produced by Stevie Wonder under an alias, Lovin' You hit number 1 in April '75. Fun fact, some stations refused to play the song because it lacked drums. Didn't matter. It still conquered the charts. Riperton passed away far too soon in 1979, but this track remains one of the most hauntingly beautiful one-hit wonders ever recorded. Up next, a glittery pop-rock jam recorded in the same studio as the Beatles.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know.
Number 5. Magic, Pilot. Ho, 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 it's magic. Admit it, that line just played in your head. Magic felt like it was everywhere in 1975. On radios, at roller rinks, even in toothpaste commercials. The band? Scottish. The studio? Abbey Road. The producer? Alan Parsons. Yes, that Alan Parsons, fresh off Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Lazy day in bed, music in my head, crazy music.
But here's the kicker. Pilot had been session musicians for years before they got their moment. Some say Magic was inspired by a caffeine-fueled 3 a.m. jam session after the band downed 5 pots of tea.
Oh, never believe it's not so.
They never hit that level again, but this one track? Pop perfection. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is a dreamy synth hit that sounded like it was beamed in from another planet.
I have just closed my eyes again.
Dreamweaver, Gary Wright. Ever hear a song that feels like floating? That's Dreamweaver, built almost entirely on synthesizers. No guitars, no drums, just ARP synths and a drum machine. It was unlike anything on the charts. Wright wrote it after a trip to India, inspired by a spiritual book and a dream.
Ooh, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get.
Record plant in LA, and it reached number 2 in the US. Fun fact, Wright was once George Harrison's keyboardist, and Harrison even played, uncredited, on his early solo records. Some fans believe Dreamweaver was about astral projection. Wright never denied it. Let's just say this wasn't your average rock single. But now, let's slow it way down, to a Philly soul track made for dim lights and late nights.
The time is right. You hold me tight.
The minute this came on, the mood changed. Velvet vocals, buttery strings, and lyrics that got pretty suggestive, especially for 75. Major Harris came from the Delphonics, but when he recorded this solo at Sigma Sound Studios, he struck gold.
And don't say no, honey, not tonight.
The track hit number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the R&B charts, and it earned a gold record that summer.
Don't say no, honey, not tonight.
Rumor has it this was one of the most requested slow jams on late-night radio for decades, but Harris never found another hit to match it, though he performed it well into the 2000s, usually while fans tried not to swoon. From slow jams to chart jokes, up next is a song that predicted its own success, literally.
I may be an oldie, but I'm a goodie too.
18 with a Bullet, Pete Wingfield. He wasn't a pop star. He was a session guy, a producer. But Pete Wingfield stepped up to the mic and dropped a mellow, clever track about climbing the charts.
Bullet. Got my finger on the trigger.
The joke? His song was literally sitting at number 18, with a bullet, the week it charted. The track felt retro even then, with doo-wop harmonies and a wink to the past. Fun trivia. Wingfield went back to producing after this, playing on albums for Paul McCartney, Van Morrison, and even the Everly Brothers. This hit was a fluke, but a cool one. Now for a song so intimate, it barely whispered, but still made the whole country stop and listen.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Poetry Man, Phoebe Snow. It wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy, but Poetry Man stopped people in their tracks. Phoebe Snow had a jazz-inflected voice and a songwriting style that sounded like no one else. She recorded the track in New York City with minimal production, just her, a guitar, and a few brushes.
You're bashful boy. You're hiding.
Critics loved her, fans adored her, but mainstream radio, they didn't quite know where to place her. There's a quiet rumor that Poetry Man was written about Jackson Browne, but Snow never confirmed it.
You don't have to go, boy. You're the poetry man. You make the
After that hit, she kept making music on her own terms, defiantly, brilliantly, and with zero interest in chasing the charts. Don't blink. Next is a revenge anthem disguised as a record industry roast.
A long distance directory assistance, area code 212. Say hey, hey.
Number 10, Don't Call Us, We'll Call You, Sugarloaf. Snarky, gutsy, kinda genius. Sugarloaf was already fading from the spotlight when they released this jab at the record labels who ghosted them.
I will call you. I said, you got my number?
Lines like, "We got a call from CBS this morning," weren't metaphors, they were real. The band literally got brushed off by Columbia Records. So they made a diss track. And it worked.
I got your name from a friend of a friend. He said he used to work with you. Well, you remember the all-night creature, don't you?
The song reached number 9, powered by its sarcastic lyrics, phone call sound effects, and a CBS executive impersonation so real it nearly sparked legal threats. After that, Sugarloaf was done. But man, what a way to go out. We're only halfway through. Now let's slow it down with a silky soul classic. Number 11, Fly, Robin, Fly, Silver Convention. Think disco minimalism, and think clean. Fly, Robin, Fly by German group Silver Convention took over dance floors worldwide, hitting number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in October 1975. What's wild? The lyrics are literally just 6 words, and that repetitive simplicity made it hypnotic. Fun trivia. It famously won the Grammy for Best R&B Instrumental Performance in 1976, even with lyrics. Rumor has it that studio musicians couldn't come up with enough lyrics, so the band embraced the minimalism, turning it into a global dance anthem. But now we pivot to a track so smooth it practically melted into your speakers.
Oh, darling, after all this time.
Number 12, Leaving Me, The Independents. This one hit hard on the R&B charts, a heartbreak anthem sung with soul, restraint, and an ache that felt real. The Independents were co-founded by Chuck Jackson, not that Chuck Jackson, and Marvin Yancey, who would later marry Natalie Cole and help revive her career. Leaving Me reached number 1 on the R&B chart and cracked the top 25 on pop, but the group dissolved shortly after.
I wanna know, baby, I heard somebody say,
Rumor had it egos clashed during their brief moment in the spotlight. Others say Yancey just preferred writing and producing. Either way, they left quietly, but the song stayed. Up next, a track about a mysterious girl named Jackie, and a band with a name no one could quite spell.
Jackie Blue lives her life from inside of her room.
Number 13, Jackie Blue, Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Soft rock, country rock, stoner rock, no one really knew where to place this band, and that was kind of the point. Jackie Blue was their big moment, hitting number 3 in 1975. The song's whispery vocals and dreamy lyrics caught ears instantly.
There never seems to be quite enough floating around.
Originally, Jackie was based on a male drug dealer the band knew, but their label pushed for a more radio-friendly rewrite.
You'll probably find, ooh, Jackie, they've lost it sometime.
Fun fact, the title confused fans. Some thought it was about Jackie O, others thought it was a lost Fleetwood Mac single. The band never matched that success, but Jackie Blue still sneaks onto soft rock playlists today. Now brace yourself for disco, but make it medical.
Doctor's order say there's only one thing.
Number 14, Doctor's Orders, Carol Douglas. When this hit, it felt like a disco prescription. Literally. The lyrics feature a woman asking her doctor how to fix her broken heart. Douglas had never recorded a full album when this was released, and boom, it shot to number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the disco charts. Fun fact, she's credited with bringing disco vocals to mainstream pop, predating Donna Summer by a few months. The track was originally recorded by Sonny in the UK, but Douglas's version gave it new life. She never found another hit, but her voice helped usher disco into its golden age. One last hit left, and this one's got a legendary boxer, a reggae groove, and a chorus that floats like a butterfly.
This here's the story of Cassius Clay, who changed his name.
Number 15, Black Superman, Muhammad Ali, Johnny Wakelin. Some songs pay tribute, This one practically bowed down. Johnny Wakelin, a reggae-leaning Brit, recorded Black Superman to honor Ali's victory in the Rumble in the Jungle.
A butterfly stings like a bee. Muhammad, the black.
With a groove lifted from Caribbean rhythms and a chorus that quoted Ali's own catchphrase, the track hit number 21 in the US and soared in the UK.
Muhammad was known to have said, "You are."
Whispers swirled that Ali wasn't initially happy with the song, until he heard it and loved it. Wakelin tried to follow it with In Zaire, but lightning didn't strike twice. Still, for a brief moment, the champ had a theme song, and it slapped. And that's 1975, a year of weird hits, soul power, disco breakthroughs, and a skunk that somehow went viral before going viral was a thing. Which one hit the hardest for you? Drop your favorite in the comments, and if we missed one, tell us. We've got our headphones on.
Goodbye.